right, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Let's get a tweet out nice and quick. I think I kind of know what I want to say on Twitter. I saw something earlier, and I wanted to comment on it. Like, I wanted to retweet it, but I didn't because I wanted to save it for tonight's tweet. And it is this. Exactly this right here. This amazing art, this MCOC Kirby crossover. Oh my god. I can't even tell you how bad I want to play this game. Oh my god. So I think what I'm gonna say is, and then there was even, I think even, where was it? How do I see? I think Gabe. Yeah. Look at this. This is again the what's it called? Well, yeah, it says it right there. Creative and art director for MCOC. I don't know why I was struggling to think of it. It's literally right there in the bio. And Nintendo America, if you're up for it, we're up for it, dude. Oh my god, I would love to see it. So I'm gonna say, for tonight's tweet, dearest at Marvel Champions, and Nintendo, I would buy my first Nintendo Switch so fast for this game. Yes. Oh no. Okay. Tweet. God, what sick art though. Seriously, can we just appreciate this? The poop eating grin is my favorite on this Morningstar. I love it because this is the original art. Two can play at that game. So like Morningstar trying to suck Kirby's soul or spirit or whatever. It's not working. Look at the face. Look at the Kirby face. Oh my god, I love it. And then there you go. This is mine now. Amazing. One of the coolest pieces of art ever. I was gonna say one of Cat's coolest, but you know what? Let's just go beyond that. One of the coolest pieces of art, period. All right. Anyway, Messiah sending over $1. Messiah, thank you, dude. Saying got him, and first to chat, Messiah, dude. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got something coming to you, bud. Here it is. Slap. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it, man. What's up, everybody? What up? In order for Kabam to keep MCOC going, they need to go down a fine line between too hard, that it becomes frustrating, and players give up too easy, and players quit because they're bored. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. I don't know if they're overcorrecting here, but this is definitely a calculated move to increase the longevity of the game. Everything is done to increase the longevity of the game. That's the whole point of like a games as a service kind of thing. You know what I mean? A persistent world. Once the persistent part of the world dies, so does the game. So literally everything is for that. Since you don't read comments on your vids, well, that's not true. I read a bunch of the comments on the last video. I don't read all the comments. It's impossible to see them all. But I read a lot of them. Not only did I read a lot of the comments on my video that I posted, but I read a lot of comments in the forum post and even on other people's videos of their perspective on it. But yeah, I usually don't respond to the comments. Very rare that I do that. Because I just rather have the comment. It's tough. The problem with comments is you don't get the nuance that you have in speech. You know what I mean? It could come off it could very easily come off in the wrong way in comments, you know? And unfortunately, I'm the only one with the camera and the microphone So sometimes I know it might be tough for you guys to get your exact thoughts out too. But at least one of us, has it. So at least my response to your guys' comments can maybe have a little bit more of the nuance in there. But yeah. Anyway, so everything is done to increase the longevity of the game, and are they making the right decisions? Maybe. It's so hard to say. Certainly other games in the past, you could argue that they did not make the right decisions, right? We're talking outside of Kabam, outside of mobile, just past games in history where they have very, loyal fan bases to them, and the series of changes, it's not like MCOC is the first game that people have expressed their disinterest in, or I don't know what the right word is, but you know what I mean. So some companies get it right, some companies get it wrong. It's extremely difficult to balance, and as a player, we don't really know what kind of data they're looking at behind the scenes. I'll say it one more time too. I'm fine with Act 6 being nerfed. I just I wanted some other content to replace it. So let me go ahead and take a look at the side. No, that's Mercenary of Pain. Whoops. Where's the side quest? Here we go. Because isn't today the day? Yeah, today's the day. So we have to do the trial again. Right? How does this work? How does it all work, man? Let me take a look in here again. But don't we have to do it today? Or something like that? Oh, that's right. You need one of these tokens. And how do you get the tokens again? Does that come from the mail? 5/17. That's today. Okay. So you can collect these and wait till the end then, right? Because as long as you keep collecting them, it'll just have like a higher number up there, and you can go through the gate multiple times, right? So if I wanted to, I could wait till the final Tuesday and do this thing. It seems like that. Seems like that's the case. Crap, I missed the trial last week. Jimmy, I think you're good. I think you're all right, man. Wait, you weren't streaming then? Oh, the 24-month shout out? Well, dude, Jimmy, man, I still appreciate, man. Might have missed the exact day or something, but hey, very much appreciated. I was saving and rank in preparation to explore Act 6, but now it doesn't really seem worth it. What's the point of getting better at the game if it's just gonna baby me the whole way through? Ooh, Xavier. That's... dude, oh, man. I feel bad because I was gonna read your message, and now you sent over a super chat. I was already gonna read your message. Sorry for taking the $2 out of you. Oh, you have a different one. Okay, well, I might not have seen this follow-up, so it's still all good then. Dude, thank you very much, though. Saying I've said it before, but I really enjoy super tough, challenging games, and lately MCOC just doesn't feel difficult enough. Even Eternity of Pain Crossbones took me like 5 tries. I miss spending tons of tries on a quest. Yeah, I mean, I may disagree with you about the Crossbones fight. The Crossbones fight, for what it is, I thought it was appropriate. It's the first fight of the Eternity of Pain. Surely there's gonna be some that are easier, some that are harder. It felt fairly difficult, but it's also just one fight. You know what I mean? Like, we're used to fighting paths and a boss and stuff like that. This is just one fight, you reset and try again and stuff like that. So I don't know. I felt like I felt like the difficulty there was appropriate personally. That said, your opinion, of course, is still valid. We're just sharing mine. But yeah, I totally agree with the the first thing you said, where it's satisfying to build up to being able to do something, and not be babied through it. That's kind of how I feel about content usually. I know it's not how everyone feels, but this is going to be one of those delicate subjects where I'm going to try not to be too annoying by saying, like, giving too many disclaimers or whatever, but at the same time, yeah, I may have to step in with a disclaimer every once in a while. All right, well, I'm not going to do this right now then if I don't have to, so I'm just going to get out of here, and I'll do those in the future, Tuesdays. Not worried about that. Let's go hit the arena. All right. Normal Norman Sizzle 705. What up, dude? Thank you very much. Wanted to stop by and let everyone know I'm still alive. Sounds good. Good. Always good to get that kind of an update in this crazy world. You never do know. Still alive and to keep my legacy going. P.S. Aaron Abdo is a pee poo poo. Wow. Wow. Breaking out the big guns on old Abido. I tend to agree, by the way. What a... No, Abido's great. He's a swell fella. Nah, dude, thank you very much for the 5. Appreciate it, man. I would agree with you in talking trash about Abido, especially because he's not here to defend himself, and that's the coward way out that I would definitely take. But he bought Laura and I dinner, so I can't really say that. For at least another month. He's got another month of me not trashing him. But yeah, all right. Besides that, over 2 as well, saying read last 3. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. Hashtag Messiah for mod. Hashtag maybe Blue Baldy. Hashtag Arena Godder. Yo, Ball Megadon back at it. But I gotta ask, do you want to see my rank 3 Rintrah? Wink, wink. The wink is throwing me off, but otherwise, I was gonna say yes. What? I mean, I see you got the resources. You were saying yesterday you were a little bit low. Do you have footage? Is it like shareable on Twitter, perhaps? If it's a YouTube video, I can't really click on it, but if it's a just something sent on Twitter, I could check it out. Hold on, those other ones. Check your mail. Yes, you can wait. Okay. Yeah. For the week thing. Okay. All right, sounds good. Easy. And see, I don't think that's true. I don't think everything is in order to increase the longevity of the game. I think far too often they're after short-term games. Sure. Did I just say games? Gains is what I meant. Something to show to Netmarble's investors for the next quarter. That's why we see everything so heavily monetized. Well, yes. Okay, you're correct. When I guess I didn't literally mean absolutely everything to keep the game going as long as possible because yeah, I mean, they could literally be like the golden gods of mobile and decide, hey, we're not, we're only going to monetize just enough to keep things running or something like that. But like, yeah, the reason why they want to keep the game going as long as possible is to make as much money as possible. So yeah, it's a balance of, extracting money as you go. But at the same time, it's of course they want to keep the game going for years and years. So, all right, Xavier Hansen sending over a buck. Xavier, thank you, dude. Saying, I know it'll never happen, but imagine if Kabam released a level editor for MCOC. Players could create their own fights for others to try. I can only imagine the crazy combos players would create. So there's been a few... Oh, man, excuse me. Why do I keep doing this, man? I ate literally right before starting the stream. I didn't have any other time to. But okay, so some people have had suggestions like that, where they even almost made it like like a passing of the baton in a way, like of who creates like the best level. And that's like determined by different things. You could, I don't know, you could vote for it, you could, but whatever, like however they determine it, whoever created like the best level, or whoever like beat the best level in the best way or something like that, they would then get to create another level or something. I don't know. There's been some interesting ideas in that realm. I don't think we're ever going to see a level editor. I'm not sure how into that I would be, to be honest. I've never been super on board with that kind of idea, but I think there could be at least some really cool stuff. You know, like if you've ever played like Super Mario Maker, there's some insane levels that community members make for that game. But for every insane level, there's like 1,000 just total pieces of trash. You know? So we would get some cool stuff, guaranteed. But you'd also probably have to you know, wade through a bunch of garbage. So would it be cool, would it not be cool? I don't know. But yeah, I have always, like I mentioned, I've always wanted to make some levels. I had some like detailed write-ups of levels that I would want to try out, and some like, you know, some involving no new tech, just stuff that we've seen in the game previously, and then some where I was gonna like ask Kabam like, hey, how doable is this to create something that we've never seen before? Like, any chance that would the engineers or whatever could figure that out? But yeah, I never really got the opportunity either way. You, Dave, Aaron Abdo, or some of my guys from this community will never play again, but you guys mean so much to me, and still going strong here. Ah, man. Well, Norman, dude, thank you very much. That's some super kind words to be tossed in with those fine fellas. I think that would help create difficulty while still keeping quests easier, perhaps. So I didn't really go into this in the video, but my idea, there was always like two things that I wanted to see to keep difficulty alive. Which I've talked about before, so some of you guys are going to be hearing this not for the first time, but I'll try to keep it brief. So, you know how you go into some story content, right? And we'll just use Act 6 as the example. There's the completion rewards, there's the exploration rewards, and I always wanted a third set right below those two for the challenge rewards. So basically, you could still get the exploration rewards without taking on the heightened challenges, but there would be specific challenges. You could do them through, you know, objectives or whatever. And once you complete all of those, then yeah, you get the third set of rewards. So like every piece of content would have an extra, you know, set of rewards. It wouldn't always be the craziest rewards in terms of like, you know, catalysts or crystals or something like that. It would have to be cosmetic sometimes, but also could be a replacement for things that could be or that are a little bit more reserved for purchase. So 6 stones, for example, you know. And then the second thing would be the profile, where I always talk about like wanting some badges or achievements here. You could very easily do something like that with Act 6, where like, yeah, if you beat it before Nerf, you get that achievement kind of thing, right? So you have something in your profile for all the people that are like, oh, I want compensation because I did it when it was hard or something, or you know, it takes away the meaning when the content becomes toned down, which that one I can somewhat agree with, but it wouldn't really take away the meaning if you had like this permanent badge in your profile to show, hey, you did it when it was hard. You know what I mean? Not everyone's going to get that. That is a limited time thing. It's not going to give you an edge in future content. It's just a way to say like, hey man, I did this thing. It was cool. You know what I mean? So that's like those two things for me would really cover it. Good because it would give the challenge and it would give the recognition, and then it would still allow, you know, a year later or however long Kabam wants to wait to maybe nerf something and tone something down. That's what I'd love to see personally. All right. Easy sending over $1.50 with the peach butt. Easy, thank you, dude. Hold on, actually before that, I was gonna read White Mummies. Let's see. Two-part message. Hello, BG. Hope you're having a good time. Remember when I asked you why don't go back to planning and strategizing the game more seriously? Now I totally understand why you don't. Because the game we're playing no longer requires a level of strategy. Yeah, watching your video and the old ones really cleared that nowadays we're playing a different game. Yeah, it's definitely a different game, man. Just the way it is. For better or worse, that's up for each individual to decide, of course. But yeah. How many bean-shaped maps could you come up with, BG? Infinite. All right, easy with the $1.50 and the peach butt, saying they've decided that they're not going to reward difficulty with progression. So the smart move would be, at minimum, to have, like you've suggested many times, trophies or accessories. Yeah, trophies or accessories or profile adornments for completing challenge mode. Swappable skins would be dope, like the option to turn your Doom into a cartoon-style Doom. Exact same kit, just the skin would be different. Yeah. I think there's a lot that they could do to kind of strike the best of both worlds. You know, allow players to progress without getting stuck as much, but then give something a little more for the players that want it. The thing is about MCOC, guys, is this is not the type of game that you just pick up and you play for a couple days and then you move on to the next. For some people it is, of course. Some people download the game and they uninstall it before they do their first fight. But, I mean, how many people do you know that have been playing this game for years and years? And to just, like, I don't know, man. They basically took all the difficulty of completing content and just said, well, now the difficult part is to get 3 rank 4 6 stars. You know? So, like, there's still a challenge there. It's just a challenge that, you know, it's not in the actual gameplay. It's in the roster collection, which I'm not saying is always bought, but it can be bought. You know, it's all right. Anyway, Messiah with the 50 though. Messiah, thank you, dude. Thank you so much, man. Give me 1 sec on that. Let's just get this out of the way. Hashtag make me blue, damn it. Read all last. Wait, is there another last? But I can send a vid via line. Tom Mikey is a little jelly me for being the big sexy beast known as Messiah or Rintrah. Okay. I mean, I can't put line videos on stream is the issue. I don't even have line on the phone that I stream on. So I wouldn't be able to put that out there, unfortunately. I need to test. I saw I'm Bled in here. I'm Bled. I don't know if you're still in here, but I saw you asking for the Rintrah test. I need to. Maybe. I mean, definitely not tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a really odd day. I'm gonna have to stream very early and possibly shorter as well. We'll play things by ear, but just a heads up. Maybe I'll test Rintrah either this weekend or I don't know, like Thursday or Friday or something like that. I'll try to get it done this week. Because I do want to test the champ. I want to see how good Messiah's, rank 3 decision was. Hold on. Was there previous ones, though, here? Let's see. I'll make some time and I'm not on tweeters. Send it over to Dragon via line. Okay. Yummy. Almost joined y'all if y'all didn't need an officer. Ah, dude. Officer. Oof. Although Officer Messiah has a good sound to it. Officer Messiah. But yeah, oh man. Being an officer, it's fun at times, but at times, yeah. Yeah. BG wants Old War and MCOC. Steve, it's so funny you should mention that. Number one, you are completely correct. Number two, I actually said privately to the devs, for me, like, because I know one of the devs was like an old school WoW player. I'm pretty sure they don't play anymore either. But the glory days of World of Warcraft was Wrath of the Lich King. And one of the like highest regarded raids of all time was Ulduar. And I basically said 6.2 was MCOC's Ulduar for me. Not for everyone else, but for me at least, it was. So you're right, man. I do want Ulduar. I'm sure there was better raids that came out afterwards for anyone that, like, you know, played longer, but I stopped playing, like, pretty much right after that. The next raid that came out was, like, the worst one of all time. And I was like, okay, that was cool, but I'm out. Hey, Brian, big fan, long-time listener, first-time caller. I hear from the other room you were on a tangent. That's true. So I figured I'd ask, how do you get clothes to dry faster than a dryer? 2 dryers? Perhaps? I don't know. Oh, man. Yeah, there we go. Karate Mike is saying, can confirm he did say it yesterday. Yeah? It's totally true, man. Totally true. Okay, Xavier, thank you very much for the buck as well, saying, in another game I play, certain mods / the dev can feature a player created level. Okay, so that would be cool. That they deem especially good. Yeah. Players can then sort by featured levels and helps avoid the trash. Aha, okay. Yeah, that would be cool, man. That'd be cool. I didn't even think about that, like a curation team essentially for the good community created stuff. I mean, you can kind of have that automatically by, like, you know, rating the levels and just have players rate them, but it would still be cool, like, to go the extra mile and have someone, like, for the really special ones, to have like an official dev say, like, oh no, this is awesome, you guys got to play this. You know. All right, Sandmeal sent it over buck as well. Sandmeal, thank you, dude. Saying Kabam needs to give titles after you've explored a content, not just when you've done one path. This will motivate players to explore content. Also, please give Messiah mods. I'll stop with the hashtags. Listen, Messiah, he'll never stop with the hashtags, and I wouldn't want it any other way. At this point, it would be weird to not see them, you know. So the titles, I feel like titles are not enough. Titles are cool, but, like, I mean, it's like comparing words to pictures, with like the badge thing in profiles. No offense to the readers out there, stinking readers, but listen. It's so much better to be able to, like, go through pictures of your achievements kind of thing, rather than just having only one title on at a time, you know. So yeah, them having titles, that's cool, and they could continue to do that, but I would like if they went the extra mile and put something in the profile. BG, the only positive thing I can find in recent events, all the murking in MCOC started because of Act 6 difficulty, and with the moderate difficulty, maybe people will be more inclined to do it themselves. Perhaps, dude, perhaps. I think the murking was here long before Act 6. But otherwise, yeah, you're right, there's less of a need for it. Less of a market for it. But I would I usually stay away from all that stuff, but like I imagine it's still going on, just maybe to a lesser degree. So I mean, people don't always hire mercs for difficulty. That's like the number one reason to do it, right? People would do that for Labyrinth all the time because they couldn't do Labyrinth or Abyss or Act 5 or Act 6 or you name it, right? But then there's also the people that can't do it just because they don't have the time. And those people, I think, regardless of the content, like it could be, you know, the monthly event quest, and they're having someone do it for them. You know what I mean? But you're right. It's less prevalent. It's less in your face. I remember when I was like streaming Labyrinth or streaming, you know, Act 6, the amount of people that would come into the stream and be like, hey guys, if you just give me $50 or $100, I'll do this for you or something, you know? Just like, oh my god. Shameless. Completely shameless. But yeah. I'm worse than a reader. I'm a writer. Oh, Doug. So sorry to hear that. Maybe it's something you can recover from. BG, cool thing to add to the game would be something like Karina's Challenge, but it rewards you with special mastery tokens that can be used on unique masteries. That could be cool, perhaps. Could be cool. I think it's tough to balance stuff like that, but I'm open to the idea of stuff like that, yeah. That was a little bit of what the survey was like, where you kind of unlock power by completing stuff in a different way besides just, you know, catalyst and everything. So that could be something cool. Perhaps. Battlegrounds have finally won 6 times. Hey, nice, dude. There's always been a minimum on rewards for anything you do on this game. I've stopped playing many times for that reason. Okay. Karina's is the new Act 6, smirking for Paragon. Yeah, I imagine Karina's gets that treatment. Is Craven a good champion? Define good. Is he playable? Yeah. Is he like one of the best? I would say no. But he's usable. He's most champions are usable, but there are very few in that upper echelon of like Hercules can't be killed kind of OP-ness. I really should stop saying OP-ness, just because of the way it sounds. Oh man, is Gladiator Hulk the best Tarax counter? How did it take so long to discover? Oh yeah, because Ragna Hulk never makes my 5. Gladiator Hulk. Here's my thoughts on Gladiator Hulk. I hope they buff Gladiator Hulk. I think Gladiator Hulk is actually a really cool champion. And I've always used him to some degree. But even when you're in like a best case scenario situation with Gladiator Hulk, I mean, it's like you need that best case scenario for him to shine. Whereas other champions, they can shine and then they'll just shine even more in their best case scenarios, you know? He always felt a little bit underpowered to me. BG a haiku. I sometimes wonder who puts Void in Arena. Those people suck lots. I like it. Oh man, good haiku. Lorson sending over buck. Lorson, thank you, dude. Sure. Lorson. Hold on, where are you at? BMG, I'll grind Arena for you for $1. Also, hi. Just $1? Nice. I used to get messages from people they were asking me to play arena for them, and they'd pay me. I mean, completing content too. You get a lot of different messages when you make YouTube videos. I don't know why on earth some people would think I would play the game for them. I guess they haven't seen the any of the times that I'm like, yeah, cheating is bad. Don't cheat, guys. Or maybe they don't think it's cheating or something. I don't know. All right, can we say Gladiator Hulk one more time? Gladiator Hulk. Crap, was that 2 more times? Was that too many? Uh-oh. Whoops. I think I'm gonna awaken 5-star Cap IW because I don't like Void that much. Okay. Hi all, what up, Haley? How you doing? I give up. I can't beat this Crossbones of Pain. How many misses did you all get for each full takedown video? Doug. It took me a few tries. I couldn't tell you how many. I wasn't keeping count. It probably took me 4 or 5 or something like that. It definitely wasn't first try. There were times where like the AI, it just kind of felt like I'm screwed because the AI was just super passive, and it was just like, all right, let me just reset. You know, like most of the resets that I did, actually probably every single reset I did. No. Okay, most of the resets I did, I didn't actually die. It just was like a bad start, so I just reset it. There were a couple times where I hit his block and I got a poison on myself in the healing mode, and I would have died there. So yeah, there were some resets. You don't have to solo, by the way. There's nothing in the rules that say you have to solo. If you're struggling with that fight, man, I think it's good to get a few attempts in. It'll make you a better player, but there's nothing wrong with just, you know, popping some consumables and getting it down. Unique mastery idea, competence. On the pre-fight screen, you are issued a somewhat difficult task to complete in the fight. And if you do it, you begin the next fight with a 20% attack boost. I mean, that's an interesting mastery idea. I don't know if I would ever see myself using something like that. I do like the idea of completing a difficult task in fight with like a pre-fight to turn it on. That would be like the hard mode that I'd like to see activated in quests, where they could do something like that. That'd be cool. How many points should I grind for 5-star Void? Well, I've got my predictions on screen there. That's what those numbers are in the bottom left corner of the screen. You know, Void is the top 2 numbers, so 35 mil for the 6-star estimated, and 13 mil for the 5-star estimated. I think he went for 12.5 in round 1. Try to go higher than these numbers, because these are not safe scores by any means. These are just estimated lowest score possible, which is not always correct. Xavier sent it over 2 of them Australian bucks saying, Brian Banana Grant the Third have $2. Oh man, $2, dude. Xavier, thank you very much. That's what I think of every single time I read or someone says $2 is the Better Off Dead movie. It's like an 80s movie with John Cusack. It's a good movie. And there's a kid that's just looking for $2. He's just looking to get paid. He's doing his job and never got paid. But dude, Xavier, thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. 2 Xaviers in here? That's gotta be a record. Holy crap, I just got blasted. I'm glad See and stop doing content. I can focus all my time on you. Ah, man. Well, thank you. I wish Seaton was still making videos myself. For all the people that still think there's some kind of feud between us or something like that. I wish he was still making content, but I understand why he's not. Totally get it. About to fall asleep, and BG jump scares me by yelling my name. Xavier, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I wonder, have either of you Xaviers ever been in a class where there was another Xavier? I think I only knew one Xavier growing up. Or not even, like, I mean, I say growing up, but it was like after high school already. I mean, I don't know if you ever truly finished growing up, but you know what I mean. I feel like growing up is like 17 or below. You know, once you're 18, that's the adult time or whatever. And yes, it was just someone that I worked with. They named their son Xavier. Or, I mean, actually, it was like stepson, so they didn't really need... Anyway, whatever. Point is, I don't see too many Xaviers. So I was kind of curious if you guys have been... I was the only Xavier in my school? Okay. Alright, Dub Devon sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. Let me check your message in just a moment here. Oh my... There's no feud, Brian won. Oh, man. Come on, Infinity Man. This is a little bit reminiscent of the video that I was sharing today. There's an Infinity Man in there that's super annoying. Alright, anyway. Dub Devon. Oh, dude, I don't see any message from you. Maybe that's a Twitter check? You sometimes send tweets? Aha, it is a Twitter check. Alright, 7.2 explored, pulled Namor, and can get him to Sig 127, but I have a rank 5. Should I invest? First off, congrats. Second, I would say probably not for now. I think the Sig 200 565, whenever you need to use Namor, you'd probably want to use a Sig 200 rather than a higher ranked but lower Sig version. So I would say don't invest. Great pull. Having this Namor for the future is great because, yeah, Namor, he comes in handy. You don't use him all the time, but he definitely comes in handy for certain things that are really annoying. So great pull, but I would say don't invest. Only ever met 2 other Xaviers. Never had a class with one though. Okay. My name's Caden, and I'm friends with people named Aiden, Braden, and Jaden. Well, similar, not quite the same name though. One day at work, there were 4 lores at the same hour. Effing confusing. My goodness. Don't consider anyone under 26 an adult. I mean, that's fair enough. I don't know. I don't really either, I guess. But I was just going by, like, you know, law definitions, something. I don't know. But yeah, man, I definitely didn't. I mean, I in many ways, I still don't feel like an adult. In many ways, I just feel like a giant kid. But I would say... I mean, I really didn't feel like an adult until I moved out. That's really what it came down to. I think we've had this discussion before where, like, it's not necessarily a number thing as far as being an adult. Dude, if you're like in the military or something like that, man, you grow up a lot faster than someone who's just like, you know, chilling at home. Not even like working full time or something like that, you know? So yeah, Laura and I, we moved in together in our own place when we were, what, 23? Something like that. And I'd say it took another, like, full year after that to then at least start feeling like an adult. So maybe like 24 for me. Anyway. Not that any of this matters. Get out of here, Hulk. Smash this. Or don't, actually. Okay. Yeah, the only thing I'm scared of is the Thorn's Path in Act 8. I didn't even know there was a Thorn's Path in Act 8. Also, no other mutant to invest in, but thanks for the advice. You got it, man. Yeah, I would still hold off. If you get more SIGs or something like that, you know, and you want to get them to, like, 6200 or something, then sure, but, yeah. Don't know anyone named Brian Haley, really? I feel like Brian is a super common name. I sometimes wish I didn't have such a common name. I think it was more as a kid that I wished that. The older I got, the less I cared. But Brian was always like a really common name, and then it was also used for like nerdier characters in movies and TV shows and stuff. I mean, even the meme, right? Like Bad Luck Brian or something. I mean, hold on. I mean, everyone's seen it, I'm sure, but like, this is like the stereotypical Brian right here. You know what I mean? So I was always like, oh man. But at the end of the day, it didn't. What does it matter? What does it actually matter? There's plenty of super cool Brians too. I don't know if I'm one of them or not, but hey, they're out there. All right, Vinny Sip. Am I saying that? Vinny Sip 89. Thank you very much for the 2 saying CGR over Corvus for Abyss. Both 6-star rank 3 awakened. For which fights specifically? Because the Abyss, you don't... Like, people don't use Corvus for the entire path in the Abyss. They use Corvus for specific fights in there. So I don't know if you're just looking to replace for specific fights. It'd be really tough for me to say. Because I'd have to look at like the entire Abyss map or something. But if you have specific fights that you want to call out, we would maybe be able to help. I say we because, yeah, I'm definitely going to need some assistance from the chat to answer that question for you. But either way, I don't think either of those champs are champs that you want to use for the entirety of the Abyss, you know? They don't replace you know, like Aegon or something like that. Don't diss me, Bean. Oh no, we've got iHulk in here. Too late. Too late, man. Okay, Vinny sent in another 2 saying specifically Killmonger for Path 4. Okay. Killmonger for Path 4. Killmonger for... What does Killmonger have that's special? I mean, I know armor breaking Killmonger is ideal. And CGR has armor breaks. What else does Killmonger have special to him? Can you guys say? I don't recall. I think I used Magneto for that fight or something. I don't remember. Hold on. There was some. Are there some maps out there with? Hold on. MCUC Abyss map. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Ah, crap. I can't make it larger than this. You kidding me? No, it doesn't even do anything. Son of a... There's no way I can read this. Ah, why won't you let me click on it? Damn it, no. Yeah, someone in the chat I'm sure will say, though. Minus 100% ability accuracy except during specials. Ah. Okay. All right, Karate Mike is saying Corvus, use him for Massacre as well. I'm inclined to agree with Mike, because Mike is a genius. Wait, that might have been going too far. I don't want that to go to Mike's head. Mike is... He knows I would go with Corvus. Yeah, I'd probably go with Corvus. Let's just leave it at that. Oh, man. I wish I could help you more. I mean, isn't Killmonger like one of the first fights in there? Well, let me pull up a different map so we could actually see. So you never mind. You still have to go through these two to be able to test it. I was gonna say might be able to just test it real quick or something, but yeah. I mean, going through that that massacre too. So if you got Corvus, I'd trust Mike. You sent over another 2 saying, thanks, bro. Stay golden. Mike, that's at you, I think. Benny, thank you very much, dude. Good luck on your run. All right, Patrick Marks, I don't know if I'm saying, quick, please delete that video before Kabam decides to unnerf Act 6. Hey, they wouldn't do that. First off, I agreed. I said nerfing Act 6 is fine. But, well, you sent over another 5 saying, seriously though, I didn't at first, but I see your points and have to agree with you. Just let me finish Act 6 exploration first, and then unnerf. Oh man, the nerfing is fine. Nerfing stuff is okay. It's just you have to replace it with something else. It was kind of the gist of what I was trying to get at. But yeah. Dude, Godfather sending over 52.98. What an oddly specific amount. Saying, thank you, Messiah, for saving my seat. You can go back to your room now, son. Dang. Well, it looks like Messiah didn't go to his room. Because Messiah also sent over another 10 saying, boy, Godfather, if you don't stop, don't start him in arenas. So I'm in and out. I was here first. I won. Dang. Oh man, thank you both. Godfather, thank you very much. Messiah, thank you very much. Appreciate you both. Both some super generous dudes. Thank you guys. All right, iHulk with the 4 months. iHulk, thank you, dude. Saying haven't used this for a while. Forgot it was a perk. Grr. He's just mad because he forgot it. Oh man. Well, iHulk, thank you very much. Appreciate it. BG coming back after 2 years plus off. Need to still get Cavalier. What champ should I take? So many new and also new buffs. So confused. Justin, are you able to show me your champions on Twitter or something? Because you're just coming back after 2 years. I don't know what champs you're working with. They're literally nerfing Act 6 next month if you want to chill out for a little bit. It's 6.1 as well. So what I forgot to mention in the video, I put it in the comments. There were a few things I left out of the video. I was trying not to make it a 45-minute video. But there was a lot of things that I actually left out. And one of them was, part of the nerf is that they're lowering the attack values across the board except for the Grandmaster fight. So I think literally every other fight is just getting toned down attack value wise. Some of them are getting toned down health as well for the longer paths. Instead of deleting champions from the path, what they're doing is they're just like lessening the amount of total health that they have. So it'll still feel like you're going through fewer fights than previously. So yeah. So, what's it called? So, if you wanted to, you could wait a little bit and it'd be easier. But also, if you didn't want to wait, I can try to take a look at your roster if you send it over on Twitter or something like that. BG, you're saying you want them to replace Quake with something else after they nerf her for you? No, what I'm saying is I want them to delete Quake. Did you miss that part? No, I didn't even say anything about Quake. I actually was going to, though, because one of the things... So, guys, I DM'd one of the devs who... was like one of the original creators of 6.2. Not recently. I did this when 6.2 came out. And I was just like, hey, man, I know not a lot of people feel this way, but I actually really love 6.2. I honestly think it's your guys' best work yet. For me, personally. I would never try to stop them from nerfing it if it was not appropriate for everyone else. But for me, personally, I really liked it. And the response I got, I looked at it again today, because this is, again, going back 3 years ago. So I looked at that response again today. And he was like, yeah, you know, we've been hearing a lot that, you know, players, you know, might not like the gates and the challenges, stuff like that. But we have enjoyed seeing people, you know, improvise and, you know, through critical thinking, coming up with strategies and just like that kind of general reaction to it. And they were like, yeah, that's what they were going for. And God, I really felt that while going through Act 6. And I haven't had to think at all going through Act 7. But I was going to include something like that in the video, but then also with a little asterisk of like, you have to critically think unless using Quake or Ghost. Because, of course, like those champions obliterated Act 6. I still remember Hector did a Legends run in 6.2. And his ghost wasn't even awakened, and he still used that unawakened ghost for like 75% of the content, and got legends doing so. I will say that is one nice thing about Act 7, is it feels like their presence is like a little bit toned down without having to nerf the two champions. It's just other champions will be, you know, the path of least resistance. That's honestly what it always comes down to. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Players are looking for the path of least resistance. We're trained to do that as people. So, in some ways, the path of least resistance will be to sit there and hold the left side of your screen with Quake. And when it's easier to not use Quake, players will choose to not use Quake. Because it doesn't matter who they're using it. They just want to use the easiest champion to get them through. And then, you know, same thing with any champion. A tangent from 3 years ago. That's right, Pixie Bell. Soak it in. You know you love the super old tangents. By the way, that dev, no longer with Kabam. I think they went to Realm of Champions shortly after that. It's funny how Realm of Champions lines up with a lot of the changes. I'm not even saying it's because of Realm of Champions that these things changed. As a matter of fact, the changes in Act 7, they were a direct result of community feedback, because there was a beta for Act 7 and people weren't happy with it, so that's when they did like a total 180 on the content. So it had nothing to do with like a changing of the guard of the devs working on this stuff. It's just what players, you know, wanted. So that's all Kabam was doing, was giving players what they wanted. It's just, you know, you can't please everybody. Some players wanted it, some people didn't. But it is funny how just coincidentally things line up with, you know, Realm of Champions being worked on, and some of the more notable changes in recent times to MCOC. And it feels like that big change happened about 3 years ago, shortly before they announced Realm of Champions at Comic-Con. So, kind of interesting. Dude, oh man, Godfather sending over another 100 shattering knees. My knees. Saying, are you ready? Are you ready at Messiah? What? Laura said, what? I can't repeat that. She said my heart fell out my ass. Oh man. Why? 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 That's Laura for you. Dude, Godfather. Thank you though, man. Super generous. Alright, Karate Mike. Speaking of doing content without thinking, just 100% the 8.1 beta. Cool 22,000 shards, I guess. Nice, Mike. Congrats on the 22k. Mike, can I ask you a question? Act 8, if you have to do a blind taste test between Act 7 and Act 8, could you tell? Were they indistinguishable from one another? Like what if you could say the differences? Is Act 8 noticeably, like, do they have a lot more health or attack, or is it pretty much the same? Could you do a blind taste test and pick accurately which is which? Maybe if you're just fed like one path at a time. Okay, Mike says Act 8.1 is Act 7.5. Okay. Okay. Dude, Godfather said over another 50 though. Just saying, that's what she said. Oh man. I think Laura's the only person that's ever said that. At least that I could ever remember. And there she is to type it into the chat. We've been together for how many years? 17. I had to do the math again. Oh man. Dude, Godfather though, thank you for another 50, man. Thank you very much. Act 8 is way easier because you can get revives for 1 gold. Well, yeah, I mean, of course. It's also easier because your champions are stronger after going through Act 7. Well, I should say presumably easier if the attack and health values didn't go up or something, but I don't know if they did or not. I didn't play Act 8. I just looked in there to see if the maps looked identical, and they do. Mike saying there's a new gimmick, like 7.4 had Paradox and 7.3 had Superiority, but it's more or less the same flavor. Okay. Now, like I said in the video, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a preference. Guy, I wear plain ass t-shirts all the time, and I might change that. I didn't always wear super plain t-shirts, and yeah, there might come a time where, like, yeah, I want to start wearing some different shirts again. But at least for the time being, I like just wearing really plain t-shirts. It's the same, man. I'm just wearing a plain t-shirt every single day. So I like some things that are predictable and things that don't change and stuff. But with Act content, that's one of those things where me personally, I would want to see some variation to it. But for anyone out there who's like, dude, I loved Act 7, just give me more of that. Yeah, cool. I get it. So, alright, love your videos and your positive attitude. Oh, Jay Mike, thanks, man. I feel like my positive attitude is dwindling these days, so it's good to hear that. Almost got the full reversal. It's good to hear that you still think it's there. I try my best to discuss things without being overly negative. It's tough at times, depending on how I feel. BG, check Twitter when you have the chance. Zest. I think I saw a tweet from Justin too, which I will check on. All right, let's see here. ABG, what do you think of my 5 and 6 star roster so far? Currently on the 6.3.1 Medusa, and Unawakened Fury is looking like the only choice I have. Dude, wow, you've got some really good 6 stars here. You've gotten very fortunate with your 6 star. So, you know, your list of 6 stars so far, I would say. So, grats on that. Unawakened Fury might not be the worst thing ever. I'd really recommend getting out of Act 6. By the way, this advice might be changing soon, but I usually recommend once you get Cavalier to go hit up some of the variants. That way you can get like a rank up gem for Mr. Fury down here. Or open up some more crystals and maybe you'll get other options too. Or awakening gems. There's 5-star awakening gems, so you can get that Fury awakened. It helps out a lot in going through Act 6 to take the variant detour. The variant detour might not be necessary, and the game might just be more linear with the Act 6 changes. We'll have to see, but at least for now, I would still continue to recommend that. Okay, Justin, let me see here. So Ghost is insane, like I was just saying, for Act 6 stuff. If you're proficient with Ghost, I'd really recommend using Ghost. I don't know if you're running the Suicide Masteries or not. They're really good for Ghost, not so great for like Blade and Hype, but also really good for Omega Red, who I believe is awakened. He'd be another one to get ranked up if you are running the Suicide Masteries. Even if you're not, honestly, he's still really good. Kind of needs a higher Sig level, especially unawakened, but yeah, he's a good one. But yeah, honestly, like these top 5 champions will get you through a lot of content. You might swap 1 or 2 out for like synergies, like bringing in Ghost Rider for Blade or something like that. But yeah, just using your top champs. You don't need too specific of champions to get through 6.1. It's you know, challenging and stuff, but you don't necessarily need the most specific champs to get through there. You need one to get through Crossbones, so you need like poison immunity, or someone that can deal with shrugging off poison like Ghost. And then I would say you also need someone with bleed immunity or someone that's able to shrug off bleeds for a Sentinel in 6.1.2. And once you have those 2 things covered, the rest of it is kind of, you know, use whatever you want. So about it. Your 17-year anniversary with your wife also, dude. Sounds like we found our significant others at a similar time. Lorson, send over buck. Lorson, thank you, dude. Say my last and Schlierm's joke if it's not too much to ask. Oh, it kind of is too much to ask, but I'll do it. What is Schlierm's joke? They're always the worst. Let me see. Baldy, why was the tomato red? Because he saw the salad dressing. Also, tweet, please. Fine, but you're taking a lap after. Where are you at? For those who missed in yesterday's stream, you want to play it again? I wanted to say, well, people could just go back and watch it yesterday, but no one's gonna do that. Fine. Here was yesterday's. There were dicks in that movie, and I liked it. You happy? Oh my god. It's the last time I'm playing it on stream. People could find it on their own if they want. I was not talking about the private parts. I was talking about people that are a-holes, okay? Alright, anyway. Lorson, what was your last one? Oh no, hold on. GG, don't sweat it. You and me both. You and me both. Hashtag team playing. Okay. With the, we're on the team plain shirt. Is that what you're saying? Oh, man. If there's one thing BG loves, it's... Okay, you know what? You're looking for another time out there, bud. Alright, well, what is Laura saying? Brian's way of changing things up, staying awake while watching TV and movies. I'm not looking to spice up my life that much. I'll take the nap. Brian's way of changing things up, wearing pants in the house with nowhere to go outside. I have done that a few times recently, which is kind of wild to say, honestly. Ryan's way of changing things up, going to the grocery store during the day. I did that for you! I swear. Oh my god. I'm gonna change the arenas here. I never dumped my energy. I need to do that. He says he loves his man thing all the time. This isn't news. I mean, that's true. That's true. Alright, let's see here. Nothing but a couple of crummy potions. Crummy potions that I have to have. Hell yeah. Did you guys seem to recall you actually talking about the number of... and in the same movie? What? Those are the same things. Hey, you like what you like. This is true. Where do rate Wong among all the other mystics? I haven't played him yet, Jack. So yeah, I can't really rate him. Hold on, is his... Let me check like the embargo times on that even. Oh, I guess it's today. So do people release videos today on Wong? I think it's today. So I haven't played him yet. I've heard some good things, but I haven't played him and I haven't watched the videos. I see. I'm looking at my my subscription feed now. I didn't even notice that these were posted today. But yeah, there's some Wong videos in there. Yeah, I mean, I hear he's really good, but I haven't tried him out yet myself. You stayed awake during that Nathan show? I mean, that's true. That's true. You guys ever seen that show Nathan For You? I've seen 4 episodes so far. I think it came out a while ago, but it was... I've heard other people talk about it in the past, and I'm just now getting around to watching it. Alright, Zach Morgan with the 19 months saying there was a Subway near a sporting goods store I was trying to get directions to, and my friend said, it's behind the Dick's. I was confused at first. Yeah, Dick's Sporting Goods. Of course. The thing is, guys, I'm never gonna grow up. I'm trying to contain the laughter, but that's all it really takes to make me laugh. Act like puns and stuff like that? No, never. Immature words used, you know, innuendo? Always. Oh, man. Fart jokes? Yeah. That's all it takes. Oh, man. Alright, dude, Godfather sent over another 10 saying, if ducks are on the menu, then you should Google Peter Putter? Duck? Or was that meant to be... I'm afraid to Google this. Is this something I should be Googling, guys? Hold on. Is it... Is it cookies? Or no, this is actually a golf putter? What is it? Okay, yeah, I can't put that on screen. Okay. Never mind. I see it now. You know, in the preview picture, it looked just like a regular putter. It turns out it's not. It's not. I definitely can't put that on stream. Okay. Oh man. Appreciate the 10, but can't do that. BDC even released a video on him. Has an MCU seed for months, dude. The comeback champion right there, man. Parts will absolutely never be not funny. This is true. Nathan For You is the greatest comedy show. He's a genius. It's pretty good. Like I said, I've only seen 4 episodes. It might take a while to see more episodes, but it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. Did you see the doorway picture on Mars that the Mars Curiosity rover sent recently? The doorway picture? No. Hold on. Mars doorway picture? I swear if this is just another okay. It's a little bit like that. No, this is crazy though. What the heck? Hold on, I'm trying to find like a good resolution. Alright, I'm just gonna show this one. It's black and white, but you don't really need color. That's insane. Did it go in there? Because that would be the next thing, is like, send it in there, man. What's in there? What if there's like remains, like skeletons or something, but they're not human? But they created this door. This is a very specific shape. Like, think about why humans make doors. Because we're walking on 2 legs. We're that shape. You know what I mean? If we were like low to the ground creatures but wider, then doors would look, you know, different. But like this is like an upright creature needing to have, and it's straight lines. Like, what the heck? It even looks like there's a little you know, awning here for any kind of rain, but there's not really rain on Mars, right? What the heck, dude? Or, I mean, I guess rocks and debris. It doesn't have to be rain, but it'd be wild if we were like 90 feet tall. That's true, dude. But whoa, man. We found Elon Musk's vacation retreat. Maybe, dude. Maybe. That's insane, though, dude. What the heck? Now, can you imagine if you were the person living there and you're like, I've never seen another person ever. But then a little robot starts coming in? I think either way, both parties probably crap in their pants. That's insane, though, dude. I want to see more when they when there's more developments on that or something. That's crazy. I hope that's real and we didn't just look at like some fake thing or something. Okay. Gunner sending over $1. Thank you, dude. Say in tweet BG. Okay, Gunner, let me see. Let me get back in the arena too. What do we got? What do we got? Forgot the tag. Oops. Okay. Decided to open one feature this round for 11k in the sigil. Worth it. Hell yeah, that was so worth it, dude. Grats. AA. All you gotta do is slap an awakening gem in him and you're good to go. Hell yeah, man. Congrats. It's 100% real? Okay. It's part of a panorama picture. NASA haven't disclosed how big it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm really curious. It looks big in the picture. I mean, it looks like human height in the picture, but it's hard to tell if it's really small or large based on the surroundings, because I really don't know much about, like, Mars, I guess. All right, Lorson, Senator Buck saying fine. Another also last. Let's see. Lorson. Fine, another also last. I don't... There's no other message here. There's no other last message. YouTube might have eaten it if you sent something else. So let me know and I'll check back with you. But the last thing I see is the previous super chat from you. Something like a foot tall or something like that. Natural cliff formation stuff. I was bummed too. Oh, really? A foot tall? It looks so much larger in the picture. Wow. Okay. Honestly, one of the few things I hope I can live long enough to see is confirmation of life outside of us somewhere. So I'm not really too smart in this area, but I've always heard, and I tend to agree with, like, if life was out there, I mean, within range of us finding it, it probably would have found us by now or something, you know? Like, I don't know. It would be cool to see. Probably cool, at least. You know, if they didn't want to take our planet or something like that. But, yeah, I'm not really expecting it. It'd be cool to see, though, man. It'd be wild to see, honestly. Looks big in the picture, but it's hard to tell. Is this from the movie full of... Oh, man. Really, dude? The movie full of... yeah. This got uncollected and 5-star AA. Nice. Is he worth my only mutant awakening gem? So, yeah, sort of. You can kind of play him on awaken. No, I would say just give it to him, actually. I was going to say you can kind of play the champ on awaken, but honestly, there's not much better value than you can get for that gem than AA. So I would just do it. A lot of champs can be played on awaken. AA, the value of him being awakened, well worth it, and you don't need to save for anyone else. I don't even need to use my typical awakening gem speech. There's an M Tiny. Look at the CNET article of it for the full picture. I don't got time for that. I've done as much research as I'm willing to do, and that's why I'll never be that knowledgeable in any of this type of stuff. It's still cool to see, but it definitely looked bigger. In Mars, because of its diminished gravity, human beings would only grow to be 1 foot tall, so that door is still legit. Dude. I now believe 100% whatever Easy just said. No one changed my mind, please. Oh wait, Lorson, let me see. Forgot. Did you ever send over another message? At Casual Cashew, at Onyx Olympian, where have you been? Those are the only messages, other than the... Yeah, I still don't have another message from you. Venom, Void, and Mordo, 4 to 5-star awakened. Need new characters, best way, and suggestions. For getting new characters, the new champions come from literally all over the place. The same way that you get, you know, premium hero crystals, 3-star shards, 4-star shards, 5-star shards. It come from all over. You just have to play on a higher difficulty to get more of that thing. It doesn't always come overnight. but you can play virtually any area of the game you want, except for Alliance Quest. I would say Alliance Quest is mostly about rank up resources, whereas every other area of the game is, in one way or another, funneling you shards to open up new champion crystals. Usually I won't tell you that things actually get taller with less gravity. Thank you. Thank you very much for not telling me that. You should upgrade Ultron for crossbones. Yeah. Is he useful anywhere else? Yeah, absolutely, dude. Ultron's a great champ all around. Totally. Never mind, BG. It's too late now. Ah. All right. Bummer, man. But it just didn't go through, I guess. Alright, well, everyone knows the old saying, boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. It's true. I'd love to go to Jupiter. And girls go to Mars to get more candy bars. That is 100% NASA fact. I don't know if I've ever heard the Mars candy bars thing. That just sounds like the Mars Candy Company came up with that. Right? Because, like, that's a candy company? I mean, it was like Mars bars, but isn't that the entire company name? Hold on. Mars Candy? Yeah, Mars Incorporated. Dude, Mars makes some good stuff. Holy crap. The Mars Variety Pack. It's got Milky Way, Twix, Snickers, Three Musketeers. You know, I'm not even that big on chocolate, but those are some good chocolate-based candies right there, dude. Big candy propaganda. Exactly, dude. They wanted to... They never had problems selling candy to boys, but they were like, dude, we're missing out on half the market. Let's come up with a saying to get more girls to buy candy. Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider, and girls go to Mars to get more candy bars. There we go. PG House Intelligence Committee held hearing on UFOs today. Really? Looking forward to watching it. It's been long anticipated. Okay. That's cool, man. You know, I'm not really so into, like, sci-fi movies and stuff like that. Video games either. I'm usually of the mindset of, like, taking away technology is actually more interesting. Kind of like movies where they're maybe set in a time before cell phones, so you can't just, like, reach in your pocket and call someone to get you out of any jam. It's something similar to that, where, like, I mean, if you have a gun, you just point and shoot, and boom, bad guy down. You know what I mean? But, like, if you don't have, I feel like fights are a lot more interesting when all you got is, like, a freaking spear or something like that, and you gotta, you know, somehow fight with that. Like, that's what I've always been more into. But when it comes to real life stuff, space is fascinating, dude. I haven't spent much time looking into much, but I still think it's fascinating. Hey, Lags, what up, buddy? Saying, yo, what do you think would be a good amount to be at for Void right now? Honestly, I would want to be at like 30 million. You don't have to be at 30 million as long as his score doesn't go up much, obviously, you know. Getting like 5 million on the final day, like, you know, I mean, if we're talking about, like, let's say he does go for 33 mil again, well, then getting like 12 mil a day, you're in great shape. 11, 12 mil a day, you're doing great. But because I'd want to account for the possibility of him going up, I would want to be at like 30 million right now, or close to it. Maybe like 28 mil, and you're getting in like another round or something like that, or 26 mil. Like, you know, Getting 30 mil by the next couple hours is what I would think would be a good spot. I'm at 33 mil right now, so that makes me feel good. Okay, nice, dude. Yeah, you're doing great. Doing fantastic. All right, Zurafa sending over one of them loonies. Zurafa, thank you very much. Saying I'm at 36 mil for Void. Okay. Feels like a super casual grind. Yeah. I think I may have an arena addiction, and I both love and hate it. Dude, that's... For anyone that's never played MCOC, that's the perfect description of the arena. Hey, how do you like the arena? Oh, I love it and hate it. You know, it's super rewarding, but also very repetitive. But also, you know, so, like, you can do it while doing other things. That's always like the distinction that, like, you know, some people who question, like, man, how could you even play arena? I forget that I'm even in the arena right now. We're talking about Uranus and candy bars or whatever. Maybe I should have worded that differently, but I'm not paying attention to what's going on in game. It's just background, you know? I'm at 8 mil, so you're saying there's a chance. Technically, yeah, there's a chance. You can get 30 mil in one day. If your roster meets certain requirements, that is. Cut that clip with the other one. Oh, God, man. I just can't win lately with the stuff that's coming out of my mouth, you know? Take me off the internet, please. I don't need to be here. I've been watching Malcolm in the Middle. Didn't realize it was on Disney Plus. Is it on Disney Plus, really? Oh, I guess Disney bought Fox, huh? Because it used to air on Fox, right? Dude, Malcolm in the Middle is a good show. That was the first show that I could remember that didn't have a laugh track in it. And it didn't even dawn on me at first that there's no laugh track. First show like that, at least. You know, like cartoons don't have laugh track. Well, some of them do. Didn't Scooby-Doo have one? Either way, you know what I mean. I would just like the standard sitcoms back then. They all had laugh tracks. It didn't even dawn on me. I'm like, man, I like this show. I can't quite put my finger on why. But, yeah, man, Malcolm in the Middle is good. I haven't seen it in a while, but good show. Baldy, two old people sitting on a bench. One turns to the other and says, "My butt fell asleep." The other says, "Yep. I heard it snore a couple of times." I mean, listen, Schleerm, I see where your head's at. I said, you know, fart jokes are good and stuff, but... Still gonna have to boo you for this one, because it still wasn't good. Boo, dude. Take a lap. Get off the bench and take a lap. Alright, Patrick Mark 705 saying Wallace and Gromit had the most realistic depiction of lunar life. Wallace and Gromit, I don't think I've ever heard of that. But really, if you want to get creeped out, look into Dark Forest Theory. I've never heard of Dark Forest Theory, but I like the sound of it. That sounds creepy, dude. I'm into it already. It just sounds crazy. Alright, let me blast this dude with a special 2. Don't auto block it. Nice. Alright, goobers, I'm out. Chat is weird. It makes me wonder about how you guys can clothe and feed yourselves. Night. Okay, Clarissa, have a good one. Oh, man. Hold on, let me... I'm not going to do too much digging into this, but hold on. Wallace and Gromit, you said? What is that? I feel like I've seen these characters before. But okay. And then hold on, the other thing was Dark Forest Theory? What is this? I'm gonna go to the Wikipedia because I don't trust other links. God, it's gonna be bright for just a moment here. Oh, it's a science fiction novel. Okay. UN forms the Planetary Defense Council to coordinate defensive efforts against the impending assaults of the... Okay, See, I don't know how into this stuff I would be, but maybe I would be into it. I don't know. I thought it was, I didn't know it was a book. Oh, wait, hold on. The universe... Hold on, a terrifying explanation of why we haven't something. Universe is a dark forest. Every civilization is an armed hunter stalking through the trees like a ghost. Is that what the theory is? Gently pushing aside the branches that lead to murder. I'm guessing that's where that's going. Oh, man. Maybe. Hey guys, did I miss the deadline for the side quest? Do we have to do it every week? Deej, I think as long as you collect the token, you can use those. You can use the tokens any Tuesday you want. So I think you're still good. If you didn't do it last week, if you can't do it today, because the quest is active today, I think you should still be able to do it next week or the week after. Dude, I didn't even know what a laugh track was until I started watching your streams. Then I started noticing it. Really, Lags? Oh, man. I mean, it used to be in everything, so I kind of get that, dude. You know, like, they were kind of being phased out. I don't know when they were kind of getting phased out. They still exist. There's still new shows that include laugh tracks and stuff. But a lot of shows, they realize, like, it's probably not the best way to go. That said, I still like some shows with laugh tracks. That 70s show, in my opinion, is perfect. At least the first few seasons before the cast started changing and stuff like that. But the laugh track takes nothing away from that show. And possibly even adds to it. So there's some shows like that, but anyway, Eric Nelson sending over to saying tweet. All right, let me see. What do we got here? With all these expiring and the fact I don't want to touch the Cav monthly, my stash is not feeling good. It's time to go revive farming, dude. That's a good way to get. Holy good lord, that's a lot of energy refills. But yeah, that's a good way to dump them. Is just convert them into revives. I also finally got my Null fully ranked up, but I have a question for you. How do I use Null? Oh, man. I don't have a Null, so... Or at least not a ranked up one. So, I'm not the best person to ask. I don't remember exactly how to use Null. Maybe someone in the chat does. It's not that complicated. I remember that. I remember him being fairly simple, but like all the details, yeah, I kind of forgot. So I'm sorry, man. I can't really say, but maybe someone in here can. Brayhoon Grantoon, what's up, cat? Shatrugal with the 12 months. Shatrugal, the 1 year anniversary. Ooh, it must be just short. It must be like a few days short. Because you don't have the banana bush yet, but it should sprout soon. Saying ABG, I joined the stream late today, so I don't know if you already talked about it, but what's your thoughts on Act 6 nerf? I made a video talking about it. In general, if you don't want to watch the video, it's about 21 minutes long or something like that. If you don't feel like watching it, my general thoughts are it's fine that it's getting nerfed because it's 3-year-old content. So it doesn't bother me if there's like, you know, data showing that players, too many players get stuck there or something. Totally valid to change it. But I kind of despise how formulaic the Act 7 and Act 8 seem to be, where every single quest is almost indistinguishable from one another, where it is 6 paths, 6 fights per path, then a teleporter, like a boss, like a champion swap node or whatever it's called, and then your selection of bosses. And everything just feels identical. I asked Karate Mike earlier, who said he 100% 8.1, if he could do a blind taste test between Act 7 and Act 8. And, well, he didn't really answer yes or no, but he basically called it Act 7.5. So, yeah, seems to be pretty similar. And I miss the uniqueness that we used to have. Not everything was great. Like I mentioned in the video too, Act 5.3, a lot of people hated 5.3. A lot of people hated it because of the damage reduction. I also don't think the key system was necessarily the best, but I like that they tried. I like that they had something different, and you had to like collect these keys to unlock different paths, and it was interesting. I don't think that they should bring that back or do it again in that style necessarily, but it was something unique. And you know, like 6.2, the champion games and stuff like that, it was something unique. So I would like a more unique challenge rather than just, well, here's what it is. Like the words to describe Act 7 maybe I'll just leave it at that. If you want to watch the video, it's there. I don't really want to be I'm being a bit harsh on it right now, but like in the video I really tried to be more positive about just Act 6 in general and how much I liked it. And yeah, that's my thoughts. Didn't know you put up a video. I'll watch that too. Personally, I've been avoiding Act 6 exploration. I think I might finally get to it. Okay. Cool, man. Cool. Unique is fine. Brutal is another story. Not everyone wants to play Marvel Contest of Elden Ring. Fair enough. We're not all skilled like most streamers or endgame players. Totally fair. Totally valid. I actually... I agree with you. It shouldn't be made that hard, which is why I've always been an advocate for, I mentioned this earlier in the stream too. I didn't mention it in the video, but I mentioned this earlier in the stream, and I've definitely mentioned this in past videos. I just want there to be challenge modes. I want there to be optional challenge modes so that, here, I always think this is the best way to show it. Let's go look at the Act 6 rewards. There should be completion rewards, exploration rewards, and then an additional, you know, series of rewards for taking on the challenge content, so that you can still get the exploration rewards without ever having to do the really insane stuff. And then yeah, like the harder things in Act 6, they could have been part of the challenge mode stuff. Also, one of the reasons I liked 6.2 but did not like 6.3 or 6.4 is because the attack values in 6.2 were actually reasonable. They were half of what they are in the variants. I've never actually liked the variants that much. I like them. Man, that's the wrong way to say it. I like the variants. But there's part of the variants that I don't like. And one of the things in the variants I don't like is how the attack values, they're like 9 to 11,000 per fight. It's like, what the hell, dude? That's way too much. You eat one combo, you're dead. I like 6.2 because it was very forgiving. You could eat combos and be fine. The bosses were less forgiving for sure, but on an individual fight-by-fight basis, there was time for you to make mistake and recover from those mistakes, especially if you have the willpower mastery. There was a lot of opportunity to heal and all that. So there's a lot of things I like there. But yeah, I totally agree. Not everyone wants the difficulty, and it shouldn't be there for everyone. There should be 3 sets: completion, exploration, and then challenge mode. And then the challenge mode, part of the rewards would be a profile badge saying, hey, you've completed that thing. So that it doesn't necessarily separate of like, okay, if you can't do the completion, can you still, keep up in the game? Yes, you can. It's just part of the rewards would be like a cosmetic trophy or badge or achievement or whatever you want to call it. And then some of the what's it called? Some of the rewards could be things that are a little bit more exclusive to paying, so that if you have the option of like do the challenge mode or pay money. You have either option. This is not your game. Create your own game. No disrespect. Okay. I get it's not my game. I don't know if these come off, if these discussions come off in the wrong way, where I'm implying that it's my game. So to me, that's a weird comment that doesn't really add to the discussion. So yeah, if you want to add to the discussion, that's cool. But I've never said this is my game. It should be done. It should be made just for me. Alright, Zurafa sending over another loony, saying, anyone else's favorite childhood series? Dexter? The serial killer, not the cartoon. I actually haven't seen either. I know the cartoon you're talking about. It was like Dexter's Laboratory, I think. But I've actually never seen either. Whole family started watching it when I was 7. You watched that show when you were 7? It was the first continuous series I really got into. What? There's like, well, I mean, he's a serial killer. Holy. Okay. I honestly, dude, those shows, I have a hard time watching that stuff as an adult, just because, like, I don't know, like, I know it's not real. I know people aren't actually dying and stuff, but they're so good at making certain things look very real. The artists behind like the murders or whatever that happened in those shows, that like, oh man, it's hard for me to watch that stuff, man. It's not like it's gonna give me nightmares hard to watch. It's just hard to watch in the way that, like, I don't know, just not entertaining for me, I guess. That said, Laura was really into that show. I remember she used to watch it every week when it was every week when a new episode aired. That was back when we didn't have a TV. She had to watch it at like a friend's house or something. But I know a lot of people loved it too. And are into like horror movies and stuff like that. I was never really into horror movies, although I did watch one over that like bachelor weekend. Is a movie X, I think was the name of it. But yeah, wish they'd give anyone who did the content pre-nerf just some way to show they did the harder content, profile pic, title, anything. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm not really one for like compensation. I really think that's definitely not needed, but some sort of achievement like thing, a feat of strength, if you will. Just a little memento. It's cool. So tabs Rafa, my parents watched it, but I wasn't allowed. Once I turned 16, I watched that and Breaking Bad and loved them. Just recently rewatched Dexter, such a good show. Yeah, I feel like 16, that's a good age. Even like 14, you're probably fine. But 7. I mean, I've watched some things that I definitely shouldn't have been watching at 7 too, so I get it. It's not like it you know, turns you into a serial killer like some people would think or something, you know. But still, that was surprising to hear. No, I'm just saying you would like Kabam to make the game in your own opinion because you said in the past because of your own opinion. That's all saying. Well, everybody wants Kabam to do certain things for their opinion. It's not just me, dude. Everyone has their own ideas for how they want to see the games they play get made. It's not exclusive to MCOC either. It's anytime you see a new game come out, people talk about the things that they like. That's what it is. All right, Eric Nelson sent over another bug saying, "Oh crap, I forgot I haven't done Eternity of Pain yet. Revive farming will have to wait for the rank 4 APOC solo." There you go. Yeah, get that in quick. Not much time left on that. I watched way worse stuff than Dexter when I was 7. That was on the internet. My parents definitely never knew. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, that's true, dude. Internet kind of, yeah. That kind of opened the door in a big way. Access to internet, I feel it was probably a lot easier for parents to prevent their kids from seeing too adult of stuff before they were supposed to, you know. When I was 7, we went to Blockbuster. We never knew what we were gonna see, dude. Man, you guys, has anyone in here been to like the last Blockbuster? It's in Oregon, I think, right? So it's not that far from where, I mean, it's, you know, I mean, it's not like it's something I would just go to regularly, but like, you could probably get there in a few hours, is what I'm getting at. I kind of want to go, man. I kind of get the appeal. Walking around in a physical store with the movies and stuff. I kind of get the appeal behind it. It was never something I really thought about until I watched like a documentary on it, and it was pretty entertaining. It was pretty cool to watch. I recommend it. I don't remember the name of it, but if you just Google search like Blockbuster documentary, it had like some famous people in there and everything too. It was cool. Bend, Oregon. Yeah, that sounds right. Miss Blockbuster? Yeah, it's cool. Last Blockbuster is in my hometown, Cloud Town. Really? That's cool, man. I see BG is back in a wheelchair, courtesy of the. Oh yeah. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Yeah, pretty much, dude. Legs completely shattered. This Blockbuster, there was a 7-Eleven right by it, so we'd get a movie or game, and then snacks and Slurpees. It was the best. It was a good time, man. There was a lot of bad, so I get why it's not really a thing anymore. But I definitely miss it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was watched when I was 5. Oh, good lord. My dad was laughing at me. I was scared as crap. Yeah, I bet you were, dude. Texas Chainsaw Massacre at 5? Holy crap. Holy crap. Sorry if I came off bad. That's all I was saying, because people would like things in their own opinion, and I understand, but let's be honest, life don't work. Just love and enjoy. No, it's okay, man. It's okay. I'm just saying, you know, the original message you sent doesn't really add to the conversation so much. Like, I do want to make my own game, and maybe I one day will do that, but it shuts down the conversation. Like, you could I don't know. It's like, what's a good example? It's like when I mean, all right, I'm hoping that this doesn't take it political. It was the only thing that I could think of off the top of my head. So please, let's not take it political. But it's like when someone says they don't like something that the government does, and then the response is like, well, then just, you know, get out of the country. Or okay, here's a non-political thing. When you maybe say you don't like something about your job, and someone's like, well, just quit your job. I mean, life doesn't work that way either, you know. I did actually create Marvel Contest of Champions. It's my game. Cat, really? I believe you. I have no reason to believe that this is a lie at all. Cat, I don't know if you saw my tweet tonight. But I definitely saw your tweet. Oh my god. I would play this game. I so badly want to actually play this game, and I'd even read the story and everything. The poop eating grin of the Morningstar Kirby is my favorite thing. So yeah, dearest at Marvel Champions and Nintendo, I would buy my first Nintendo Switch so fast for this game. I mean it. I would buy two. I'd buy one for me and one for Laura, so we can hopefully play co-op. The original comic is easily one of the best comics I've ever seen in my entire life. It's the smile. Kirby's like having a fine time here as Morningstar's trying to get Kirby's soul or spirit or whatever. And then the smile grows. And that's what makes it for me. It's that little detail of the smile growing, knowing that Kirby's like, huh, you couldn't do it, could you? And then, thanks, this is mine now. I love it so much. It's so good. All right. Stroking my saber. Is that stroking my saber? Sending over a hot dog and a bug. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey, BG, how you been? Dude, long time no see. My real life has stunk lately. Ah, dude, sorry to hear that. Just noticed 2 large bumps on my car battery. Had them tested and one came back positive. Hope it's not terminal. I thought you were... Oh, God. I wish I could say it's good to see a stroke of my saber. It's not. This joke is terrible, dude. I thought you were talking about an actual car problem. You gotta get a new car battery. Sucks. Anyone who's ever owned a car has been there because they don't last forever. And no, instead, you tell this terrible joke. Boo, dude. Just boo, man. Ryan, I would love to play a quest designed by you, Lags. I would still have so much fun doing that, dude. Like, Luke, it seemed like it was just, yeah, dude, you could totally make a quest. And we just never talked any further than that. I was always gonna like go up to Canada and visit the studio and stuff. Never did that. I mean, I was gonna maybe discuss that when we were supposed to go up there for the launch of Incursions, but that's when the whole pandemic thing started, you know? So I was gonna maybe discuss, like, reopen that, rekindle that conversation of maybe making a quest. I would still love to do it, man. I think it'd be a super fun time. All right, Midwest Whale, send it over to. Thank you, dude, saying change name to Cap Murdoch? Cap Murdoch. What am I missing here? Cap Murdoch. Something with that comic? I might be missing something here. I'm so disappointed. No NYCC again this year. Yeah. We gotta do the I mean, I think the border's open. We could maybe do the Vancouver meetup, dude. I don't actually this year. Ah, crap. Probably not this year, actually, to be honest. Too much traveling this year. Because we might be, Laura and I might be traveling. I mean, we're probably traveling for like the holidays again in December. But we also might be going somewhere else a couple months before that. But honestly, dude, maybe like next year, maybe like this time of year next year, because it's like the rainy season up until like now. Like the rainy season is kind of ending for the Pacific Northwest, and then it's just gonna get really beautiful. So maybe like June of 2023, we could do a meetup or something. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, not this year? BG totally would, just not this year. Hey, man, I hosted 2 meetups, don't you forget. All right? So it's not like I've never done it. Besides, it's supposed to be Pete's responsibility. Pete said he was going to do the next one. Cap means to lie. Oh, you meant Cap like that, dude. I thought you were talking about, like, Captain America Cap. So it's a triple time. Okay. Okay. With the, I'm guessing that's in reference to Kat saying that she made MCOC. Dude, well, thank you for the 2. Pete also said he was going to join AQ. That's true. Pete's a surprisingly busy guy. He's such a mellow dude. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen Pete angry or frustrated or anything. He's just like a happy, mellow dude. Which seems like, you know, you live like a laid-back lifestyle or something. But, I mean, he's working, going to school, still gaming, still reading tons of books and everything. He's at a rock climbing gym, probably right now as we speak. Something like that. I don't know, dude. He's a busy guy. Alright, Stroking My Saber sending over another buck with the peach butt. Stroking My Saber, I swear, if this is another joke. Let me see. Misty BG, the infamous Stroking My Saber strikes again. Alright, well, at least I didn't have to read another joke. But can't believe you come back after all this time just to tell that abomination of a joke. Alright. Dragon Dagger with the 28 months saying 2 readers. Okay, Dragon Dagger, what do we got here? What is this? Found the perfect gift that you can get for Laura. I mean, for yourself. Build-A-Bear Workshop. I've never actually been to the Build-A-Bear Workshop. That was the biggest thing. Available in Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do bundles. I mean, only Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do? What about Eagle Fang? New Awaken the Cobra with Cobra Kai, our newest Bear Cave arrival, is now available online in both Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do bundles. Wait, online? I thought the whole point was you go there in the store and you build it. A Sensei-approved gift idea for any fan's collection. I gotta say, these are pretty adorable. That's pretty cool. It's doing a kick. Those are pretty cool. Dude, Dragon Dagger, thank you for the 28 months, though, man. Appreciate it, man. That was a long time. Thank you very much. I remember Pete telling the story about the time the boomer lady snapped her fingers at him at work. And he was just like, ma'am, this is not how you treat people. And she was hella embarrassed. Oh, man. Listen, I've played Dota with Pete. A game known for making people angry. And Pete never seemed to really get angry. There was one time I could, you know, I was gonna say you could sense a little bit of frustration, but like the slightest, the only tiniest slightest. All right, it's getting to be pretty late here, though, so I think I'm going to go pop open a crystal. You know, it's been a while since I've said this, which is fine because I haven't gotten the units, but I'm going to say it again tonight. If I get 225 units, have crystal. It's been a while since I pulled my last one, my last 225er, so tonight could be the night. Let's see. All right, Lorson signing over. Buck Lorson, thank you, dude. Saying, BG, let me guess, Man-Thing is the boss with all the nodes in the game. If I created my own content, you're saying? It's not a bad idea. The Man-Thing, everything node. Please, Crystal Gods, make Brian open a cav. Let's see. Nope. The Crystal God said not today. RIP. BG's quest would be quake proof. I wouldn't even. So here's the thing, man. People, since I always talk about like challenge and difficulty and stuff like that, people might think I would just make this absurdly hard quest. I wouldn't. Guys, I designed individual fights before. I didn't design an entire quest, but like, think about the flare shield rocket. I just designed it because I thought it would be cool to have rocket with flare, power shield, and life transfer. So all you do, like your health is going down, but you hit a special, you hit them for a ton, and you gain your health back and everything. It wasn't the most challenging fight. It's not always about challenge, man. I would like, yeah, if I designed a quest, I would like to do exactly what I said and design a challenge mode for it. But I get it, man. I don't always want to be pushed to my absolute limits either. I don't think anyone does, as long as they can kind of satisfy that part of their brain of like, you know, being able to, you know, have to do some critical thinking and problem solving and stuff like that for certain tasks or something. But like, there's a limit to how much of that you want in anything. I feel like BG would find a way to add gates and make it itemless. Yeah, that's the actual quest. Is just there's no items allowed. Bonus rewards when using Red Skull against Havoc. There you go. There you go. Dude, my Hercules. Anyone like her? Yeah, Hercules. A lot of people like Hercules. Probably like the #1 most popular champ at the moment. So. Alright, it's time to call it. Putrid is live. We could raid him. Okay, let's do a raid. It's been a while since I've done a raid. Give me a sec to grab a link. Are they live right now? Hold on a sec. Aha, they are. Okay. Alright. A little late night raid action. Hit him with the banana raid, if you please. Yeah. On that note, before I go, though, we, of course, have to give a shout out to the Godfather for being tonight's biggest D. Godfather, thank you very much. Messiah, thank you very much. Thank you to everyone else as well, man. Thank you, guys. I feel like, you know, Wayne's World, every time I look at some of these numbers where it's just like, I'm not worthy, you know what I mean? So, yeah, thank you, guys. And I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know what time I'm going to be here tomorrow because tomorrow's a weird day. I'm not going to be here my normal time. It might be super early. I might not be able to stream at all. Let's hope that's not the case. We'll see. I'll update on Twitter if I can't. But all right, I will see you guys when I see you, I guess. I don't know. All right, night, everybody.